Hi, and welcome back to Military Law Talks. So today's video is on the DoD's DRP program. I'm calling it DRP 2.0. So today, April 4th, Friday, April 4th, an email went out to federal civilian employees explaining some more details about DRP 2.0. So let's take a look at the email. So it provides notification that the DRP window is open from 7 April 2025 through essentially a minute before midnight, 14 April 2025. The following categories of employees are exempt from participation. So NAF employees, non-appropriated fund employees, foreign, local, national employees, dual status military technicians, positions funded by foreign military sales, security guards, police officers, firefighters, and emergency dispatchers, positions that perform patient care and their support positions, medical professionals and medical pre-screen administrators at MEPS at Military Entrance Processing Command, aircraft operation positions, highly qualified experts, and re-employed annuits. So re-employed annuits are civilian employees who were previously employed with the government, then retired and were receiving a pension, and then reapplied and was rehired for a civilian position. So but they are ineligible for this program. It also explains that other full-time Army employees who wish to voluntarily resign or retire, including those eligible to retire through the VERA, the Voluntary Early Retirement Authority. That's what VERA stands for, but it essentially allows voluntary early retirement. They can apply for the DRP, but they have to resign or retire no later than 30 September 2025. And I did an earlier video and explained what VERA is, but I'll explain it in this video in case you didn't watch that video. So the voluntary early retirement is for those eligible for that early retirement. And it's if you are 50 years of age or older plus you got to be 50 years old plus 20 years of credible federal service, so it's an or, not an and. So, or you can be any age if you have 25 years of service. So then you could be eligible for the VERA. So in this DRP 2.0, instead of replying to an email, you'll actually, and any individual who wants to apply for this program will need to click on a link in the email or scan and follow the QR code. So it'll be an application through a website instead of replying to an email like the DRP 1.0. If an individual employee does not have access to be able to participate in the program, maybe they're on leave or TDY or don't have access to their government email all next week, then they need to either talk to a supervisor or someone else to submit that application on their behalf. So just some more information. If individuals choose to participate in DRP 2.0, they'll be notified of their participation status and then provided with additional instructions. It essentially is a paid transition period. So remember, if employees elect to participate in the DRP program, they'll remain government employees until 30 September 2025 or an earlier date at their choice. And so they'll just continue to get paid just like they would normally would, but they'll be in it's a paid administrative leave status. So they'll still accrue all pay and benefits, including annual and sick leave and TSP matching during that time period. And so they, in DRP 2.0, employees who elect to participate and are approved for the program would not begin their administrative leave any earlier than 1 May. And remember, the earliest you can leave, or the latest you can leave government service, is 30 September. And so you do have to enter into a written agreement agreeing to resign or retire no later than 30 September. You could elect an earlier date, but 30 September is the latest that you could elect. Let's see. And if an employee is on a term appointment, so if their term expires prior to 30 September and they elect the DRP program, the latest that they can stay in government service is at the end of their expiration term. Now, if they're a term employee and their term extends after 30 September 2025 and they elect to participate in the program, then it's whatever is earlier. So 30 September would be their final date. And again, anyone wanting to participate wouldn't reply to this email. They'll need to follow the link or scan the QR code. And I've gotten a few questions about the DRP program. If you are an employee and you don't know if you are eligible or not, maybe you fall into one of these categories or maybe you don't. Make sure that you talk to your local HR to determine if you are eligible for the program or not. So you need to go to your servicing HR office to determine whether you would be eligible or not. And another question that I've received is, what if you've already submitted your retirement and you want to elect the DRP program? Again, go talk to your local HR, but likely you should be able to pull back your retirement and then elect to retire as part of the DRP program. And another reminder, if an employee chooses to participate in the DRP program, they are exempt from in-person work requirements. And so particularly for those remote workers who have a return to the office requirement coming up in the beginning of June, this would be an opportunity for them to participate in the program if eligible and if approved, and then not have to return to the office. Okay, so that's all I have for this video. I just wanted to give a quick video on this latest email that has been sent out to the federal civilian workforce for the DoD for the DRP 2.0 program. So please like this video. If you haven't clicked on that thumbs up yet, please do so. Subscribe to my channel. I'm a new channel, so please help spread the word. Subscribe to this channel. It helps with the algorithms, and share this video out there. Please share it with individuals who may need or want this information. And so I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.